What's up, y'all? It's Starseed Coops in the building. It's currently 12:57 p.m. I'm just gonna make a quick video. The title of the video is gonna be about tarot cards and readings and just my thoughts on it. For people that, are skeptical, for people that don't know about it, for people that like kind of have this preconceived idea about it that it's like bad or it's not real or whatever. This is just a quick little video about my thoughts and my experiences with tarot cards. So I was also one of those people that had like their own perception about like tarot cards and readings and all that. Even like just star signs and all that. I was always skeptical. Like growing up in a Christian like family, things that aren't really Christian is demonic. It's just straight away. That's what the church will say. It's just demonic. It's just not right. It's BS, right? So during my spiritual journey, my spiritual awakening, obviously I have become more open-minded to everything. Like I see things for what they really are. Like I'm always asking why, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, so why are these cards? Like, what is it about these cards? And basically I would have just done a little bit of research into it before I actually went for a reading. I would have just researched into it because I had people that did it. And basically, I was like, okay, so these can tell you about not necessarily your future, but it can kind of give you an insight on stuff you might already know, stuff to like be mindful of, stuff to look out for, stuff that's going to change. I was like, okay, interesting. And my wife actually took me to do a reading with this woman like in the city, and I would have just been open-minded about it. I was actually excited because I was just like, you know what? I'm going to see what they're going to say. I'm going to see what's happening. I'm going to see what the hype is about all this. And pretty much when I got there, I met the lady. We initially wanted to do a reading for 10 minutes, and she would have just been speaking to me just normally, casually. She asked me what I wanted to get out of the cards, right? And what I wanted to get at that time, I just wanted to be focused. Like I wanted the cards to not necessarily tell me how to be focused, but I just wanted to be focused. So I was just like, whatever these cards do, please give me focus and just kind of tell me what's going on, what I need to, that was just my general kind of inquiry about it. I was like, that's what I want. That's like, I wasn't asking for fame and fortune or none of this big crazy stuff. I was just like, I just want to be focused because it was just a personal thing. And she had me shuffle the cards until I felt like they had been shuffled enough. And using my left hand, I'm right-handed. She told me to use my left hand, and she was like, put them into three decks, 3 piles. And I would have put them into 3 piles and then arranged them. I'm kind of explaining y'all how it happened. Arranged them back. I think she shuffled them again. No, she didn't shuffle them again. Then she would have laid them out in like the sequence that the tarot card people do readings in. I don't really know too much. I'm still learning. I don't know too much about the formation of the cards and how they do that. But all I'm going to say to y'all is if y'all go do a tarot reading, think about how you feel. Like, just focus on yourself. Think about how you feel. Like, even when you see a card, think about, oh, I forgot to say, she made me pick 10 cards with my left hand as well before she put them in that sequence. That's the part I forgot. I picked the cards. And the interesting thing I find is that when we do pick cards, when we are doing this, it's all our psyche. It's not like when you realize nothing in this world is a coincidence, nothing is accident, nothing is random. It's like you were meant to be it. I was meant to be at that moment doing the tarot card reading. I was meant to be there picking 10 cards. It wasn't like I'm accidentally here, like I just popped up. Like, oh, like I was meant to, get to a point where I'm suddenly more open-minded about it and I can just get straight into it. So what I was going to say before is one thing I feel is important is to see how you feel when you look at a card, because the reader has her own interpretation of what the card means. But to you, you have to make it personal to you. You have to be like, do I feel good when I see that card? Do I feel relaxed? Do I feel like kind of nervous? Do I feel like, oh, you know what I mean? Like I had a card that was the Sun card, and I felt good because I love sun gazing. I love the sun. I love the energy it gives me. So I felt good when I saw that. I felt like that was so correct. But she was telling me that, you know, this is also because there was also a baby on a horse. She was just like, this could be linked to like having a child and all this stuff. So all I'm really trying to say is just pay attention to how you feel when you see a card and hit them out, but also kind of, you know, not make your own meanings for things, but make your own meanings for things. You know what I'm saying? Like, deconstruct it in your own way and still be open-minded regardless. Because a lot of the stuff she was saying about me and my personality and just my life, like she was saying, like, you never gonna work under somebody. And that's true. Like, that's 100% true. And y'all might be like, oh, that's vague, man. Say that to anybody. But everything she said after that was very, like, personal to me. Like, she knew what degree I was doing at university when I was there. So that kind of caught me off guard. Like, she was like, she just said it. She was like, I feel like it's a arts or community. And I was like, how she know exactly what course it was? Like, she could have just said university and I would have just been like, yeah, everybody go university. But she said the exact course, and she really gave me a lot of insights about my life at the moment. She was like to me, like, a lot of things, the main points I took about from it, and these are specific to the cards, so I can't really remember all the cards off the top of my head right now, but just self-mastery. Like, she was really going deep on that because there was a card about that. And she knew I was tired. She knew, like, I was going through a point in my life where I felt like I deserved more. I felt like my hard work should have been, like, not necessarily repaid, but, like, I'm putting in so much wine again. She knew I was going through that frustration, which was very, like, interesting as well. And everything she said was just very, very true, very, very meaningful, and very, very honest, I would say. Like, it was very honest to my experience. It wasn't like a generic sort of, oh yeah, you're gonna find love soon and you're gonna be wealthy and abundant. No. She did say something about abundance though, but no, it was very personal to me. It was something that I was like, wow, as if I was always like judging this. Like, when you become more open-minded and you just accept everything and not think of cards as something that should be playing with poker, like, this stuff is magic, but not the magic that the society wants us to associate it with. Like, this is a real psychic type of experience between you and cards. Like, it's real stuff. And for some people, they might be like, man, what you mean connection to cards? Like, but be open-minded to it, bro, and you'll be surprised. Like, just how I was surprised, because I was like, man, as a young, I was like, man, all it is. There's a lot of stuff that I used to front on, like I used to just say was bullshit, and now when I'm looking back on it, I'm like, wow. And tarot cards is definitely one of those. So this was just a quick video to encourage anybody thinking about it, or beginners or anything. Tarot cards, just be open-minded when you're doing this. Be open-minded when you're going into it. I've had friends that have now gone into it, and even they're like, wow, bro, like, I can't believe I was stunned on this. So be open-minded about it. See what you can learn and just give it a shot, because you'll be surprised when you let go of that ego. Or like, man, I know it all. This ain't. When you let go of that ego, you literally accept. You open the doors for new information, new downloads to be inserted into your mind, body, and soul. So yeah, that was a quick video about tarot cards and my experience with them. Main message is just to be open-minded about it, and just definitely, if y'all even want, man, just do the online one as well. Read about it online. Do the online test, not test, reading. Do the online reading and just see. And then go do a real one. Go sit there and feel the energy of the cards, feel the energy of the reader, and just dwell in that space and see what type of information you find out about yourself that you already knew and that you didn't know, because it's very interesting what happens when you be open-minded to stuff. So yeah, that was just a video about tarot cards. I hope y'all doing well. Hope y'all have a good and blessed day. Starseeds Koofs. We